All right. Welcome. This is Frank Salinas here. Let me know if you can hear me. We're about to get started, so we're going to give it a couple of seconds, let people jump on in here. Let me know where you're watching in, where you're tuning in from. We're about to get going with this GrooveKart training for today. And let me review my little video here to make sure that I am live. All right. There we go. Okay. Just want to put it there in front of me so that when I go live, you guys make a comment or something, I can see it all the time in my phone. So thank you for being here. Let us know where you're tuning in from. If you want to, I can give you a shout out, and then we'll go over questions at the end. Hello, Rick from London, Ontario. Thank you for being here. We got quite a few people hopping on right now from Facebook, YouTube. We have Twitch on here. So let's get going. Today we're going to go over setting up and editing the abandoned cart emails that come with your GrooveKart stores by default. Now, I've looked at other apps and I've used other apps in the past on other platforms, and they range anywhere from $19.95 up to $75 a month for just abandoned cart features. Okay, GrooveKart. The good thing about GrooveKart is that it's included already with your GrooveKart stores when you get started. You just have to activate it. Now, a lot of people don't realize this. They're not on by default. You have to go in there and set them up. So today we're going to go over doing just that. And I'll give you some tips along the way while we're going over different sections. And I'll show you where to get started, where to find the abandoned carts, setup and emails and the templates and all that. So let's get rocking and rolling. And then if you have any questions, I'll answer them at the end. We're going to go about an hour today. And let's see, Hollywood, Florida. What's going on, Rick? Thank you for watching. So let's get rocking and rolling. So I'm going to share my screen. And let's go here. And we're going to share the screen. Let me know if you can see it. And then you should be able to see GrooveKart stores right here, a lot of demos, and then my cat swag. So perfect. All right, now let's go in here to my cat swag. This is the store we've been working on for this training series, and let's just go in here, and I'm going to show you where to find the abandoned cart setup. Okay, so if you go to orders, you'll see it right here. So in your dashboard, go to orders, then abandoned carts. And this is where you'll be able to not only see your abandoned carts once your store goes live, but you'll also see converted carts along with sequences, etc. So let's just, I'll go over this right here. So this will be a list of where your converted carts show up. So in other words, once you start running advertising, you start having visitors, you start making sales, you'll see who converted from an abandoned cart here, okay? And then here you'll see all the ones that signed up, tried to buy, etc. As you can see, we have a couple here. These are the people that went through the process and then they left, and so they show up here, okay? And here are the sequences. So these are the sequences that come through that are set up, and we're going to edit these today. And we recommend, we have 3 in here, and it's for a reason, because typically 3 is a good number to have for abandoned cart emails. Simply because if they haven't, when they go to your store, they go to add something, they're in the buying mode, they're in the buying status, your product is at the top of their mind, right? So after, if you email them 5, 6, 7 times in a week trying to get them to come back, it's probably going to annoy them, right? So when it comes to abandoned carts, we want to remind them about their cart 3 times. Now, if you want to get more aggressive, you can add a new sequence here, but we recommend 3. There's 3 in the system already, and we're going to go over maybe the timing also, and so we're going to come back to this in just a second. But let's go to the email templates. These are the emails that will be going out, and we're going to go in there and tweak these a little bit during this training. And then I want you to see down here these tags, right? These little snippets of code that you can use in your emails. Now, these are in these email templates already, but here's the list of them, right? You got first name, last name, cart content, discount code, the discount value, the amount, the end date, the shop name, and then the URL directly to the shop. Okay, so those are the little snippets of code. And let's see, Tyra, no problem. Thank you for saying thank you. I appreciate it. So these are the templates. These are the sequences. So let's go ahead and go into the sequence, and let's set these up first. Now, what I've experienced, what I've seen in other case studies and things like that, typically you want your first abandoned cart email to go out within the hour. Okay, you don't want to wait 24 hours before they get one. Why? Because they've moved on, right? You know as well as I do, every single year that goes by, I would say every month, humans' attention spans are getting less and less and less due to everything that's going on, right? We have all these notifications and all these different apps, trying to get our attention. So you have to, when it comes to these abandoned cart emails, you want to strike while the iron is hot. And so what I've seen in different case studies and marketing tests, along with stores of my own, is the sweet spot for the first emails to go out an hour later. Okay, so in other words, Bob comes to your store, Bob clicks to buy that hat, and then next thing you know, the phone rings or someone's at the door. He forgets, he comes back, oh, I got a meeting, and he closes the tab and he leaves. Well, guess what? The time to strike, he was almost going to buy, right? But then something happened. So the time to strike while the iron is hot is within an hour, okay? Because he's still doing stuff that's going to be in the back of his mind, what he was looking at. And so that's the best time, okay? So let's go here and edit this. Now, the second one, let me go ahead and continue. The second email is typically, I've done both of these, 12 hours or 24 hours later. And then the third one on day 3, okay? So let's say, what's day 3? 72 hours later. Okay, so that's about the range of times for the abandoned cart email. So I would say 1 hour, and then the next one, 24 hours, and then the third one, 72 hours later. Okay, so you can make the second one 36 hours later. No, not 36, 12 hours later. But I've found that one, if they're at your store at 8, let's say 12 p.m., you have it go out 12 hours later, they might be, get that email at 12 a.m. They're sleeping, right? So I would say 1 hour, then 24 hours, because it's the same time frame that they're on your store, and then the 72-hour mark later. So let's go ahead and do this. And as you can see here, this is telling you the template that this is using, right? So this one says variable coupon, discount example, great second email, first email, no discount recommended. And so these are the templates. So this one, we're going to make the ID number 1. We're going to go ahead and edit this. So let's just go ahead and edit this. So ID number 1, let's make this this one right here. Okay, this template. Okay. And minimum cart value, how much the minimum cart has to be before they get a reminder. Well, if you're selling anything, I'm pretty sure it's going to be anything of a monetary value, right? So you can put $1 here, $10, whatever. You know what your store is going to be about. So the smallest item, the cheapest thing that you sell is $19.95 or whatever. For this example, I'm just going to put $10, right? Maybe I'm selling a sticker for $9.95 or something, and so I'm just going to leave it to 10. I'm going to say enabled, and I'm going to say after 1 hour. Okay, so this is the ID number 1 of the sequence, and so I'm just going to say 1 hour, $10 value minimum. I'm going to hit save, and so now this is enabled. Okay, now the next one, this is going to be sent. We're going to go over, let's say, like we discussed earlier, we're going to wait for 24 hours. Why? Well, if they came to your store at 8:30 in the morning before they started work, they're going to get the next one 24 hours later, which is around the same time they're at the computer. So that's a good way to think about it. So this one, this is ID number 2. So let's go in here and hit edit. And we're not going to use this template. We're going to use the, as you can see, it gives you some hints here. It says great second email after 1 day. So let's do that one. And let's give a percentage. Let's just do something. Now here, you don't want to get too aggressive either, because then it's going to get your visitors used to leaving just to get a discount. Now, I know as a marketer, I'll do that, right? I'll leave an e-commerce store knowing I'll probably get retargeted with a discount. So I'll do that on purpose. The average person, isn't going to pay attention. They're not going to be thinking about that. But if you make them like big aggressive discounts, they'll see that, and then they'll make it a habit to do that constantly, right? So you want to think of your profit margins and things like that. So let's take this and let's just say we're giving them 10%. Okay. I like 10%, 15%. When I set up my stores, all the different e-commerce stores I've done in the past, I like a 10% discount. And then I'll do, let's say I'm doing quantity discounts. I'll do 10%, 15, and up to 25%. Why? Because I know when I set the prices on my products that I'm looking at 40, 45% margin or more on my products. So I can afford to give them 20, 25% because I know I'm making 40, 45, 50% margin as far as profit, right? So in this case, we're going to do a cool, even, conservative 10%. The minimum cart amount, again, this is similar to what we went over earlier. I'm just going to put 10. Now, this is coupon. How long do they have? Okay, we're going to go ahead and stay with the default settings. So that means they can actually come back and use that. If this is going out 24 hours later, you're giving them 2 days. You're giving them some freedom here, but they know, there's some scarcity. I need to act on this, right, within the next 48 hours. Do you want to allow free shipping? No. Now, you could make it to where your email was just free shipping, right, and they don't get a discount value. In that case, you would want to change the template, right, because this template is asking for a fixed or a percentage-based discount, right? So again, minimum cart value, okay? So this is minimum amount required in order to use the coupon, okay? So let me go back. So what that means is they have to have $10 or more in their cart to use it, and then the minimum value. So I'm just going to keep this the same, right? So the amount that they get the discount to use it for has to be $10 or more. Their cart has to be $10. I'm keeping it simple. I'm keeping it the same, right? And then we're going to say enabled. And now what we did here, or what we want to do, is we want to say 1 day delay, right? Because that's going to be 24 hours. So now we're going to hit save. Okay, and so now we got that one. We're giving them a 10% discount. Now the next one we're going to do is 72 hours later. So let's go ahead and do that, and we're going to choose a different template. So we're going to go here, and we're going to go into the templates in just a second. So we're going to pick this one, all right? Why? Because I see it's created with sequence graded 3 days, okay? So this was made with that in mind. So you can keep the discount the same. I would either keep the discount the same or maybe go up 5% or something, like nothing too crazy. Again, you don't want your visitors to get used to getting big discounts by leaving your store all the time, right? By going in there, acting like they're going to check out and then waiting. You don't want them to do that. So you could leave what I'm going to do for this example is we're going to leave the coupon the same. Okay. Hey, don't forget about your 10% off. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to set this minimum $10. And so they're getting another 2 days. So they're actually, after 24 hours, they got 2 more days. And then now after this 3rd day, they're getting 2 more days for this coupon. And the cool thing is with GrooveKart is this gets generated automatically. Okay. I'm going to show you an example of that in just a second. Same thing, minimum cart value. I'm just keeping it simple, $10. We're going to enable this. And now this is going going out after 3 days. Okay. So 3 days, 0 hours. Again, we're hitting them around the same time that they came to your store and they filled out the checkout page to order. Okay. So we're going to keep this like this, same discount. We're not giving them an additional bigger discount. You could, it's totally up to you, but you want to think about that. Hey, they're going to get used to just coming back for the discount, leaving, and things like that, right? So we got those in here. Let me show you an example. Let me go in here and stop sharing. Let me log into GrooveKart, and I'm going to show you an example of promo codes being sent out. So give me 1 second. Let's go in here. And I want you to see an example of this, of a live store, right? So if we go here, I'm just going to scroll down and I'm going to show it real quick. Let's just see here. Hang on 1 second. Actually, no, this is what I want to show you. I'm going to go to products, discounts, and I'm going to show you the discounts that are created. All right. So let's see. So let me share my screen and then go here. And these are just examples of people when they leave. These are different coupon codes. So if you see here, these coupon codes were created for people that abandoned cart. Okay. So that's just what I wanted to show you. And then if you wanted to, you could go over here to orders, abandoned carts, and then look at people that successfully converted. So there you go. There's a bunch of them there. Okay. So that's it. So now let's go back and let's go edit these emails. Now, these emails are good right from the get-go, but you do want to review them and edit anything that you want to change. I mean, you want to customize your store to be your store, right? Not just something out the box. You want to make it yours. So this is the first email. And as you can see, it says non-discount email, discount email, discount email. Now, remember, we set up the first one not to have a discount, and then the second and third will have the same discount. And the third time, we're just going to remind them, hey, don't forget about your 10% off. So we're going to go to edit. All right, so here, the translation right now is just English, okay? So you can, there's nothing here that you need to worry about. It's going to be set to English right there. And then here are these snippets of code, okay? So we're using cart template 1. This says, reply, about your order. That's pretty good. Now here you can edit this, hi, Frank, you did not complete your order. Limited quantities left. Now let's say I don't want to make this that big. Let's say I want to edit this. So I want to go here. And this was what? This was 24. Let's make it 18. And let's make this color a cool blue. Okay, now I'm editing the template. Okay, now you can see these are the snippets of code we have in here. So it'll say hi, first name. So it'll be hi, Frank. Thank you for visiting our shop. So thank you for visiting. And then I took that out because our store is called My Cat Swag. So thank you for visiting My Cat Swag. And then cart content. This cart content is actually the content of the cart. So whatever they added to go buy, that's going to be there. Okay, so you don't want to mess with that. And how about this? We're going to say thanks in advance. Okay, and I'm just showing you this so that you can see how you can edit your abandoned cart emails. Now, remember, don't remove the cart content because that's going to show the actual products that they wanted to buy. Okay. And then shop name will be My Cat Swag, and then this will be a link to the store, mycatswag.com. So again, this is not giving them a discount, so you don't have to mention anything about a discount code here. But let's just continue reading. We have saved your shopping cart, but we are running low on it. So let's just change this. Running low on stock. We're going to say on inventory. And again, I'm just doing this so that you can see how to edit yours. And let's just say, we'll save your order and guarantee your pricing until midnight PST. Okay. So then we can add some scarcity in there. Let's see, back now. Act now so you do not lose your order. Okay, so you can add anything. You can go. One thing you can do is you can go to Google. You can type in abandoned cart examples, best abandoned cart email series. Go through there, look at a bunch of examples, and craft your own. Okay, and so now we are good here. So now we're going to hit what? Save. All right, so that is set up. So now let's go into ID number 2, the second one, which is a discount. Remember we said 10%. So we're going to do cart template. Let me show you. So these are the different cart templates. Okay, so I didn't touch on this before, but if you can see, we go to cart template number 5, cart template number 2. This is just showing you how it looks as far as the styling. All right. So this is giving you all these different examples. Okay. So I'm just going to go with number 6. Okay. I like the simple, easy call to action directly to checkout. Okay. So the email subject, shipping details. Now, let's do something here. Let me just show you an example of what I would go abandon cart subject lines. Let's just go here and see. So here, look here, this is from 2021, but look, your order status, your cart is waiting, finish your purchase. You left items in your cart. You left something behind. We saved your cart for you. Product is selling fast. Complete your purchase now. I like that. Let's just see if we can go in here. Now, it doesn't have the product name. So let's just go back. Let's look at some of these. Let's look at this one. Again, these are just examples. Let's just see what's in here. 7 type of abandoned cart. Let's see. MailChimp also no, blah, 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 blah. Let's go here. You forgot something, subject line. What else? Oops, finish, the incentivized. Shipping prices and remember what you're battling with. Okay. Free shipping just for you. Get free shipping. The price drop for something in your cart. So, okay. So let's just do something like that. So let's go back and let's get their first name. And we're going to change this email. Okay, and then this is talking about price drop. Why? Because we're giving them 10% off. Okay, so now this, I probably would want to change this. To me, that's too big. I don't know. That's just me. So let's just change this to, let's make it 24 like the other one was before. I'm editing this on the fly. Excuse me. The discount value is going to show what we set up in the other section. Okay, so save 10% off your entire purchase. And then use coupon code, and it's going to give them the coupon code that's auto-generated. All right. Now, let's go here. And then here, it says the cart content. So you could go like that, take away that space. And then you'll receive this email because you registered at My Cat Swag, but did not complete your purchase. How about this? All right, so this says, please enjoy this discount on us as a way to say thanks in advance for becoming a customer. And then we could say something like this if we wanted to. You know you'll love your purchase. Best regards. I don't talk like that, so I'm just going to say thanks again. This says Alicia, customer support. That's fine. And so now we are good. So it's going to say price drop for Frank. And then it's going to tell them about the discount. And then, oh, you could also say this. Expires at midnight. So we can actually say this. We can go like that. The discount code is valid. So we can say something like that. P.S. Your discount code is valid for 48 hours only. So make sure to act fast. Okay. So this is just a way to edit these up so that they match how you want them to look, how they the voice, things like that, right? I normally would not end my emails the way they did, but I would I would end them thanks again, right? So you want to take on how you want to convey your message to your customers. You want to do that here, okay? So we're going to hit save. And then now we have the last one. We're going to edit. And let's go with, there was more cart templates. I didn't go over here. So let me just show you. Again, this is just the way they're going to look and feel when they get the emails. I'm going to keep this one number 6. I like the simplicity of that. Okay. So this one says last chance, all caps. I typically don't want to do all caps. Okay. So let's just say this. Excuse me. All right. Last chance to get 10% off. So you don't have, so now if you wanted to, you could customize this even more. Discount code, put it in here. So that could work as well, because now that's more personalization. It's actually showing them, oh wow, I should use this code, right? So let's get 10% off with code blank, and then that's gonna automatically put the code in there. So that's pretty awesome. So again, I don't like how big this is. I'm gonna keep it to, I'm gonna make this actually 14. I'm gonna change all this to be smaller. I don't want to shout at the customer. Let's see. Let's do it 24. Okay, last chance. Last chance. How about this? We go last chance. Now we could actually. I'm going to type this so that it takes on the exact font size, and it won't look funky. All right. Last chance. First name. This offer is just for you. Okay, last chance, Frank. This offer is just for you. Don't forget to redeem your 10% off coupon. We'll change this. Use this code today. Okay, take away that period. Date in. That's actually great. The offer expires and date in. This shows them up until when they have to use it. Okay. I'm gonna take away this space real quick, and I'm not gonna use this. I'm gonna change it up. So I'm gonna change all of this. And again, I'm just adding some stuff just to show you. Grab this deal today and then email us. So again, I'm just typing here, and I just edited this here just so you can see what we're doing, and just change it up a little bit. I'm gonna make this. Let's see, did that come out okay? Let's make this 14. Okay, we have many satisfied customers who use this coupon to grab their discount. Grab this deal today and then email us after you receive your order to show off your new items. Stuff like that. Now, here's another thing you can do is you can actually put in here, email us a picture of you with your purchase, and we'll give you an even bigger discount code or something like that. Why? That'll help you gather images, photos that you can use on your product pages, right? Or you can make a page that just says reviews or testimonials, and you can start setting those up, right? So you want to incentivize your customers to come back and build that relationship, right? Send you, oh my God, I love my whatever hat. I love Cat's hat, and they have it on. And then now you have a page with 5, 10, 15 different customers over time that have sent you their photos, and you put them on either a standalone thing that says customer reviews or customer feedback, or you put them on your product page at the bottom, okay? So now let's go ahead and save. Now remember, this is last chance to get 10% off. We're hard coding this because that's what I'm going to leave it at. I'm not going to change it to 15 or 20. I'm going to go with 10% off, okay? And then hit save. And so now those are the templates, and then we set up the sequences. Now, if we wanted to do another one, let's see what happens here. If I go to edit to add a new one, I could do a coupon, no discount, if I wanted to. So what we're going to do, let's do another one just to show you can see, and we're going to have no discount. Okay. Let's say you did this one, I don't know. And again, I typically wouldn't do this, so I'm just showing you how to do it, right? So we would say, we're going to say 1 day, no, $10. Now, I don't know if it'll let me because it's looking for a percentage or fixed value here. So let's just say after 5 days. Yeah, it won't let me. So let's just say, yeah, it won't let me because so it's asking, it's looking for a discount amount. So I'm not going to worry about that. We're going to just go with what I recommend and what the system already has in place, which is your 3 emails. So you got the sequences and you got the templates. Now remember, you can look at these templates and tweak them, right? So you can come in here and change how they look. I would definitely put anything that you can do to stand out, to make your store yours, to express, what you're about. You can even put some other stuff here, maybe social media links, things like that. So let's say you could say here, and here you could put a link like so. Let me just show you. Insert link, and then you could put the link to your URL to your Facebook or whatever, or to your Instagram. Follow us on Instagram, whatever you want to do. So you could do this editing here to personalize them even more. And again, I forgot to mention this stat: 3 to 14% of most e-commerce stores' revenue come from the abandoned cart email sequences. Okay, that's based, I think, from Klaviyo. They've done research on that. And Klaviyo is an email provider, and they said between 3 to 4% of a store's entire revenue. So imagine if you just had something as conservative as 4%. Well, 4% is 4%. So if you're generating $100,000 a year on your store, that's $4,000. That's, that's car payments right there, right? That's creating designs. That's paying designers. That's, that money you could use for a lot of stuff, right? And let's say it's 10%, and your store did 100 grand. Well, that's 10 grand. 10 grand of revenue that came from abandoned carts that if you didn't have them set up, you wouldn't be getting that extra money. Okay. So let's see. Okay, and then again, remember this is where your converted carts will show and things like that. So how would it happen? So let's just say, let me show you how, in case you're totally new, how it would work. So let's just say we go here and let's go and let's get a shirt. Actually, we have something in the cart now. Let's just go here and act like we're going to buy this hoodie. And this is how it would work. So I'm here. I got my information, and I'm going to check out. And I'm going to continue. I got to accept. I read the policy. I'm going to continue to the shipping method. Okay, looks great. And then now I get here, and oh wow, my phone rang. Somebody's at the door. Something happened. I got to go to a meeting. I leave, and then I come back. I'm like, I'll come back to this later. And then boom, next thing you know, that's it, right? I closed it out. Something happens, and then I'm gone. So that's an example of abandoned cart. So in an hour, GrooveKart will send an email to that email address, frank@groovedigital.com, and it'll say, hey, and then it'll kick in the sequence. Okay, so that's how that works. Let's look at if we have any. Okay, let's see. Let's go over here. All right. Thank you, Tyra. We appreciate you too. We appreciate it. I'm glad to be here. Okay, Frank. At what point did Bob give his email in the scenario you just mentioned? So I think I saw that question, and that's why I showed you the example. So we put the email when we go to actually start filling out the checkout page to buy, right? So, all right. Let's see here. How can I remove or edit the top message next to my favorite comments? It says, welcome to my GrooveKart store. Oh, okay. So let's just go into this section. So I know what you're saying. So when you're hovering over your store, if we go to my cat swag, ours probably says the same thing because I don't think we edited yet. So I'm going to show you. So you see, this is what they're talking about here. You see, if you hover over that, let's add to stream, and now let's show you. So let's go here. And here we're at the store, right? So as you can see here, it says, welcome to my GrooveKart store. Okay, we're going to edit that right now. Okay, and this is good because there's so much that we've covered, but there's also things that we haven't set up yet. So let's go in here and let's just go back into my cat swag and let's show you where to edit that. All right, so if we go into the builder, we're going to click on the builder. And then we're going to go to pages. And then you see this where it says home page. Click on edit settings. So here you can change the title. And then you would say cat. Put keywords, right? Stuff like that, right? So I can do that. Put keywords, okay? And then you could say so again, I'm just filling this out so you can see what you would do, right? again, I just made this up on the fly. This is the description. This is going to show up in the SEO, right? So I think Simon touched on this before. If I just put in my cat swag, it's going to show up. See what says welcome to my GrooveKart store. It's going to show what was in there by default. So this probably will be updated. Who knows how long it takes, but maybe in the next week or two, that'll be updated with what I'm typing here. Okay. And then you could set up. Let's just go over the section since we're here. We could here now, if you're setting up Google Analytics or something like that. I did make a video about that last week. I would not put your tracking here. I would put it in the store settings so it would apply to every section of your, every page of your store. However, if there's something that's just for the home page, you could put it here in the head section of the body or at the bottom of the body section. Okay. Now, if we wanted to make an open graph share setting here, we could do that. So what does that mean? So if someone shares your site, it's going to be what shows up on the store. So, I mean, we could make something like this. We could make this the, let's see if I can do this. Let's see. I'm going to do let's go here. Let's go back. And I can do like a screenshot of this. So I could do something like this. Let's make it 1200 by something like that. Okay, we're just going to do something like that, and I'm going to save it, okay? And then now we're going to go back here and upload that image that I just uploaded. Okay? And so now, this is going to say my cat swag. Something simple like that. So now if somebody shares that site, my site, that will come up in the social settings, right? Now, where can you test that? Let me go ahead and touch on that. So if I'm here, you can go to Google and then you can type in OG tester, right? And then you can find this site does a pretty good job. Open graph. Let's see if it works. Now, it might be too soon for me because I just updated it. Okay, so there you go. So this is exactly what I wanted to show you. So this is the preview. So somebody were to share my cat swag, they're going to see this. Okay, so this is giving you all the different previews. So when they share your store, that's going to come up there. So let's go ahead and go back. And so that's what this is. Now, the typical, you can go here. Graph, image, size. It's 1200 by 627. Now, this is similar to when you were making posts on Facebook. It used to be 1200 by 628. I think now they made it 1200 by 630. So that's the ratio that you want for your open graph image. All right. So let's go back here, remove this. All right. All right. Yeah, no problem. You're quite welcome. Let's see. I'm excited to get my store up and running on GrooveKart, especially for this. Yes. Thank you, Tony. We appreciate it. Okay. When are we getting the new themes? Now, this thing that we're covering is Groove Pets. So I already checked with our lead developer. He said he was going to personally set that up himself. I will ask him about it today. He actually told me this week that he was going to do it. So I wouldn't doubt it'll be there for you guys in the next day or two. I'm going to ask him one more time just to make sure. So any other questions you want to go over? It doesn't have to be about abandoned cart. It can be about e-commerce in general. If I know the answer, I will share it with you. And if I don't, I'll be honest, and then we can find it out for you, right? I just want to let you know, I got started with this. I got started with e-commerce in 2013. And back then I was selling t-shirts on Teespring. Then I transitioned into WordPress on WooCommerce. Then I had a theme that was it was a custom store theme that I used. Then I went from there to Shopify. Then I did BigCommerce for a little while. And then I started testing what is now GrooveKart for John Cornetta and Matt Serralta, probably 3 years ago, something like that. It was before Groove was Groove, right? I started working with GrooveKart, and it transitioned from there. So I'm a marketer. I'm not a designer. Compared to the people that are in our company, like Damian Bradshaw, Lucius Kern, all those people that are just awesome. David Fernandez, those are people on our team that are awesome at what they do when it comes to design. I am a marketer. I started with email marketing back in 2006, okay? And then I transitioned into e-commerce. So I'm here to show you what's worked for me, to help me, what's helped me before. I've launched multiple stores. I've sold multiple stores. The best store that I had before I sold it, we did 1.3 million gross in sales, and we netted over 450,000. So I've spent over 600K in advertising through Facebook, maybe even 700,000 by now. So when it comes to TikTok, we're going to cover that. I just want to let you know that is coming. And also I want to let you know Simon Leong is coming on August 4th. So let's see when that is. That is in 3 weeks. So not next week, not the week after, but August 4th, he will be back talking about SEO. All right. So that's very exciting. So is there any other questions? By all means, I'm here. If there's any other questions, let me know. I'll answer them. Is there a course on YouTube advertising? I would definitely just go to YouTube. I don't think we have any of the ecom YouTube experts in Groove that have anything for us. There are tons of experts in the Groove community, but what I would do is I would go to YouTube, look at the top of 3 or 4 channels with the most subscribers, and then look at the comments and gauge. I like to look at comments and see, because if they aren't any good, you're going to see that as in the comments and things like that. So I would look at the maybe top 3 or 4 channels and see who's offering the best content. Some of it might be clickbait, right? It might be trying to get you into a webinar or onto their email list. So go see who gives the most value. A lot of these experts give a ton of value, okay? What I tell people is, if I'm showing you how to set up something and I get to the point where I've done everything, how to set it up, and if you want to know the specifics of, let's say of ShipStation. Well, ShipStation has a plethora of training videos, right, on how to do things in ShipStation. So a lot of that we won't cover with Groove. We're going to recommend you go into ShipStation and look at their training. So when it comes to like the other day, I made the video for Google Analytics. I showed you how to link it to the store, but when it comes to generating the reports and whatnot, you want to go and do your due diligence and look to find out how to do it, because your reports that you want in mind might be different than someone else's. And so that's how we explain that and recommend that. Okay. Let's see. Other than bumper stickers, what? T-shirts and hoodies and things like that still sell. It's summertime right now, but a T-shirt with a good message will always sell. Mugs do well. Blankets do well. I recommend you look at the products that are on T-Launch. T-Launch has quite a few unique options. Their pricing, they make steel signs. Those are really cool. I've never sold any of those. I think those would do a really good job because the profit margin could be very high, because those signs have a high perceived value. Okay, so just think about that. You're doing a good job explaining and showing us GrooveKart, no problem. This is the one I read, of course, on YouTube. Yeah, go to YouTube and just look for people that are doing the trainings, and look at the comments and look at their following and see what it looks like. Can we use embed codes of products from GrooveKart on GrooveSell? Yeah, let me show you real quick. And by the way, remember, this is live. I'm thanking the StreamYard gods that my grand dogs don't make a bunch of noise. So if you hear some barking in the background, please thank you for your patience. So let's see here. So if you go to products, and let's say we wanted to sell this. Cat is my glitter. If you go, you can create an embed code and share this on other pages, not just, I believe oh, here it is. So you can do a buy button embed code. Let me go back. I clicked reviews by mistake. So you can set up a buy button code or a checkout embed code here. So let's just say buy now, and I'm just making something up on the fly right now. Okay, button text. Okay, let's just do this like that. And then generate the form. Now, it's not going to give you a preview, so you have to go check it and test it out. And then here's a buy button. This is, I believe, just the code. It's going to make a buy button. Okay. Now, this will actually show the product name and the image. Okay. So that's how you do it. I don't see a use case for this. I don't see a need for that. But if you wanted to set it up on Groove Pages, you could, right? If let's say you're selling and you want to have like something where it's like a single product, then you can turn your store into a single product store very easily, and then just eliminate any kind of distractions, whether it's the footer, the header, things like that. So typically that's what I would do. I haven't seen a need to do embedded checkout anywhere for me. That's just me, right? So thank you, Rick. We appreciate you. Thank you guys, as always, for being part of the Groove family. Self-taught. Yes, I am self-taught through, believe it or not, I started my journey in 2006. I started following people like Mike Filsaime. I read the Butterfly Marketing Manuscript like 10, 12 times. I started going to trainings. I started going to seminars, reading tons of PDFs, hiring coaches. And then what helped me learn the most was getting in there, trying stuff, hiring people, and using my own money when it came to marketing and advertising. I would take money from my paycheck and I'd say, okay, this week I'm going to spend $100 on marketing. And, sorry, I got muted. So I would spend that money. I would decide what I was going to use for my business, and I would invest that and then go for it. Let's see here. Can we create different pages for the same product? Yes, you can go and create different product pages. Okay, so like let's go. Let me go here. I'm going to show you real quick. All right, 1 second. Let me share the screen. If you go into the builder, let me show you. So you can go into the builder and then go to product page, and you can make multiple product pages. So let's say we had this product page, and you can generate different styles. If you wanted to make one change to this but keep the other part similar, you can right click on this. Sorry, you can, let me just do it this way. You can go here, and then you can hit clone. Okay, our programmer's still going to change that typo. But clone it and then make your changes, and then save it. And then now you have a different product page, and then you could change them out as needed. All right. So let's see here. Yes, yeah, exactly. So that's, Tony, that's how you would do it. You would go into product page, clone the one that you like, and then make any different changes. And then you can have 4 or 5 different product page templates if you want. All right. Well, we are coming to the top of the hour. If there's not any other questions, we will shut it down here, and then we will continue training next Thursday. And if you ever get stuck, listen, we're here to support you. I highly encourage, though, before you contact support, our guys at support are always, they're answering tickets 24/7. But first, try to find the answer in the YouTube channel. You can go and type in GrooveKart on our YouTube channel for groove.cm and try to find the answer first before you reach out to support, just to give them a break. Sometimes people contact support for, hey, how do I update my domain? I don't know how to, that has been answered and covered many, 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 many times, things like that. So, all right. Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you, Tony. We appreciate it. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this training. We thank you again for being here and for giving Groove your attention and your time. Make sure if you have a store and it's launched and you're making sales, reach out to us. I'd love to have you on. I'd love to showcase you if that's something you want to do, share your store, things like that. Reach out to us. And by the way, if you are good in a certain area, if you've been good, if you're good with SEO, if you're good with email marketing, if you're good with TikTok, if you're good with Snapchat, and you've had successful stores with other platforms, and you're looking to get started with GrooveKart. Let's say you've had successful Shopify stores or WooCommerce, things like that, and you've done really good with Facebook advertising or Snapchat. Reach out to me, Frank at GrooveDigital.com. I'd love to have you on. I'd love to start bringing on experts who are experts in certain areas to give back so that you can use their expertise and put that into use with your GrooveKart, your e-commerce stores, and your e-commerce business. So with that being said, all right. Yes, sir. Yes. Thank you. And no problem for the playlist. Thank you, Rick. We appreciate y'all. We will see you on the next training. Since I don't see any other questions, we are going ahead and we're going to go ahead and rock and roll out of here. And we'll see you on the next one. Remember, if you're not upgraded, make sure to upgrade. If when it comes to e-commerce, I would say you want to be upgraded because you can launch a store every 7 days. Why would you need another store? Well, guess what? Work on one, build one out for you, and build that out into a successful store that's making you sales every day. And then maybe create a niche store, make it all patriotic. Maybe make a store about golfers. Then at the end of the month, make a store with 20 or 30 different products, all about, I don't know, bass fishing, and then put them up for sale. Set it all up with everything you know how to do. Make it ready. And here's a tip. If this could become a business for you where, let's say you set up a store with 50 products, all about grandparents, and it's mugs and t-shirts. Very simple, right? 50 products, mugs and t-shirts. Okay, I'm going to give you an idea. You go set up those mugs and t-shirts at T-Launch. Let's just say you do it there. You make, let's say your store was ilovebeinggrandparent.com. I'm sure that's taken. I'm just making that up. You would make a Gmail related to the store. They would say ilovebeinggrandparent@gmail.com, so that when you go create the T-Launch account, when you sell that store, you can give them access to that T-Launch account. Then they can go in there and you just make sure they change the payment details to their details. If you're doing Tscape, you could make a Tscape account and create that account using that Gmail that you made connected to that store, so that you can just pass on those details. Let's say you set up Google Analytics, you'd give them that Gmail access to that account, so that when you sell the store, they have the T-Launch account, they have the Tscape account, they have the Printful account, all linked to the Gmail, as well as the Google Analytics account that you set up, so that when you sell it, they have all the assets they need to get up and running. That's an idea. You can make a store, 50 products, 100 products, maybe 50 shirts, 50 mugs, all about one niche, and then find a buyer for maybe you do it, and maybe it takes you 2 weekends because you do it part-time. And then you spend 20 hours on the store, you sell it for $1,000, $1,500, $2,000. Why? Because you're saving people a lot of time. That's just an idea. If you're upgraded, you can do that. If you're free, you only get one store every 30 days. All righty. So that's it. No other questions. We thank you again, and we'll see you on the next training. This is Frank Salinas. Thank you again for being a part of the Groove family. We'll talk to you soon.